Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy, where we go on with a siege against a tainted rebel guard group. So, to tip the scales of strategic balance in the favor of the Imperium, deploy to the target zone as a combative agent and capture enemy strongpoints. The operation will be supported by extra military personnel and supply drops after an enemy position has been taken. Take all enemy strongpoints.
The sweet stench of imminent death. The craving for bloodshed before the battle. I wish I could be there with my battle brothers. Take the enemy head on. Lay waste to their strongholds and show no mercy.
And that is now, compared with the last episode, a mission which seems we are able to do, since the enemies here don't have a heavy armor attribute, which would make this mission even more difficult. Although, fun fact, we have we received a lot of damage there, quite surprisingly, and I would like to, of course, take those guardsmen with me, because those guys give us more damage to the enemies, and on the other hand, of course, they soak up damage as well, since they are, well, they can be some, so to say, cannon fodder right here. So the start of these big missions always is a little bit difficult, since in most of the maps, or actually in all of the big maps, you don't really have any sort of space to kite the enemies away. That is always the tinsy little problem here, but it now worked out. The first guys are down, and after that one is down, we are actually good to go on. And he is a goner. Nice. Okay, let's see if they... Okay, they do follow us. That is quite nice, but I think we should go to the left first, then there, and there. So that's the plan, and that is how it is going to be. Nice walk through all the mines. The good part is then at least our guardsmen are not walking through it. I assume it would be a little bit... Okay, there is definitely some sort of rock station around, which is not really good. Because many times I am not able to get out of in time. I have to say, the rock station which calls in the orbital strikes, for me, is the most unbeloved, if you even can say something like that, unbeloved feature in this. I get the I get how that is supposed to work and everything, but it is sometimes quite insane to actually find the rock station, and there we have it. Once this guy is down, everything is even better. So now we have, so to say, the time to actually get into it, take the enemies down, and have a little bit more fun here after all. So let's get in. This is one hard fight, as you might imagine, because there are not even Valkyries, not only the rocket launcher, but there is a some sort of, I'm not talking about the warlock, a rebel sergeant at least was there, I think. Okay, there he is, which I should actually try to focus on, and then we are in way better shape. So the destruction of the Voxcaster absolutely necessary and the right move, since the constant bombardments of this guy would have led that we are not able to actually fire a lot, and of course we give here.
Another enemy position taken. Deny the spent flesh and aching wounds. Onwards to victory.
Our character, of course, is doing at least a teensy little bit of damage as well. So why am I destroying the trap rocket here? Because I don't want it to, that the guardsmen which are spawning at the points constantly are actually paying too much attention to that one. Okay. Good, good, good. On it goes, on it goes. And we are going to go to the left and take the next station, the next point we are then going to take. So since this is actually the good part here, that we have them guardsmen with us in those maps, it is oftentimes that a couple of enemies are actually coming from behind, and that in normal mission tends sometimes to be a little bit of a problem, since when we are being aimed at from behind, we oftentimes get actually demolished, since our constructs are as it should be in the front where they've been summoned. Well, I'm sometimes surprised here how big the enemy groups actually are. And now it's actually falling or coming into our direction, since now we can focus with all of our guardsmen and everyone at the enemies which are in the front. That is quite good. Why are they already dead? Okay, the Bulgrin with the shotgun, of course, is not very good here. Gonna switch the weapon, come on. Because that is the neater weapon against this bloody Ogryn, actually. And then we are nearly at the second point, and that means half of it is done. He's down. We, just in case, are going to reload. Oh goodness, okay, that was bad. I didn't even want to call in the orbital strike. But well, that is it. Okay, yes, you have of course come forth as well. Okay, now all please attack this guy. So, little disclaimer, this mission can take a little bit longer than the normal missions, since this guy, it is just a Bulgrin, you know, it is not a Sentinel or a Lehman. It was close to 100,000 HP, and that is absolutely insane. Come on, just 5 more. 5,000 damage remaining, come on. Okay, now once this guy's down, we then can finally go to the point. This is, I have to tell you, I didn't go precisely through the attributes of the enemies, but as you can see, 80,000 and a Sentinel with 160,000 damage, not damage, but HP. That is going to be a very, very tight battle, and I can't say I'm sure we are going to get through this mission. Of that I'm absolutely not certain. I of course do hope that. So the volleys of the guardsmen ain't that bad, but they are not doing as much damage as I would like them to do. And it is going to take, I assume, ages, absolute ages, to take all of the enemies down here. So first of all, the gunner is going to be taken down, come on. one is down, then we are going to try to take the one down with the lowest HP, and then the Sentinel is going to be the last target. Okay, the tank is already attacking the Sentinel. That ain't that bad. Maybe then he's concentrating his fire on him. That is nice. Okay, now all of you please concentrate. Once this regular guy is down, all of us can fire. Oh my goodness, I did not expect that the one artillery strike there would actually do that much damage to us. That was a little tinsy bit surprising for me, I have to tell you that. So the next time when this comes, I actually need to get out of the way, of course. So fun fact, it feels like this guy's actually not as heavily armored as the Balgrins are. These are little things I do not enjoy that much in this game. For me, the Sentinels should be in way heavier armor than a Balgrin, actually, since it is a bloody vehicle. Okay, down.
Glorious carnage.
Thank you very much.
This fortified zone is finally ours. Blessed be the God Emperor.
Yes,
Capture the next one.
blessed he shall be. Tank is back, our guardsmen are shooting, and now since the rune is half down, it actually means all of the guardsmen are hitting the desired target. That is quite nice as well. And I hope in the next station we are going to take over, it is going to be another fort, or a little fort so to say. I hope that there is going to be another medical supply recharge. That might be very, very helpful since we are down to 5 of them inoculators, sorry, plural of course, which you can imagine is not that cool. There's another Voxcaster around. Nasty. So if I stand here, I'm closer to... Okay, then we are out of range, I assume. Okay, I really hope, since we have not lasted or not really in we didn't do it in the last episode, I hope that that we are a little bit more fortunate in this mission. Okay, now we can, so to say, a little bit focus on the trap rockets to the left and of course to the right side as well. Oh, come on. So for my constructs and the guardsmen, I've actually taken out those things. Let's then take down the... Oh my god, this is insane. Okay, I thought we have taken down this trap rocket. Am I that demented? Okay, too bad I can't Ah, now I can reach it. Nice. That makes things now a little bit easier. That is the absolute amazing part. So this Roxcaster, luckily enough, was actually quite easy to find. Not like the one in the last fort where it was actually hiding behind the last couple of enemies there. So very, very nasty, since as you can see there are a lot of enemies all around. So I try to focus on the already damaged one, the already wounded one, and give them all I can give them. Okay, now trying to focus on the Valkyrie. 130,000 HP. I can only say, think about the bloody Sentinel we already have faced, which had 40,000 HP, and compare them. These are the weaker enemies. At least that I would deem them. So you can say that is the little buff which comes through the turret mission. That's too bad, but that is now something we are going to have to deal with in order to get through here. One is down, and the second one dies as well. Nice! Two flamers. That is a neat combination of enemies right there, since they do a lot of damage against us, they do a lot of damage against our guardsmen, and they are doing a lot of damage against constructs. So I should try, since we are all out of inoculators, we would have a refill if we make it through, but the bad part is here that I fear we are not going to make it, since we are right now not in very, very good shape. And yes, the flamers, the trap bolters and everything, they are actually champions, so that makes it a little bit more difficult after all. So once this one is down, we can breathe again at Tinsy a little bit at least. Oh my god! Oh, okay. Well, guys, that sometimes just happens. So the second. Ah, nice.
Don't fail the Imperium.
Okay, that's actually nice. One last shot we have. So let's jump into it and take them down. I, sadly enough, need to get a little bit closer to the enemies. And then we focus all on him, and he shall not last for very, very long. Unless, of course, he takes his inoculator, then he's at full HP again.
With all defenders slain, raise the Imperial banner high. Onwards!
So we take the activator for the artillery strike, but I can tell you, I am not going to engage the... Definitely not going to engage the trap flamers. That is not what I want. So maybe we are now a little bit lucky with the enemies we face, since we are not instantly, but at the last spot to take over. That is quite nice. Let us actually take the buff. And get right here. So some enemies are coming from behind. That is not very cool. And I need to constantly, that is of utter importance, I need to constantly respawn our constructs. The very, very bad part is that... Okay, I had small hopes that we are going to make it, but there are actually too many enemies all around. I need to fall back a teensy a little bit and then take the enemies down here. That's actually the only thing we can do right now. I will try to actually go into a not turret mission but into a priority assignment the next time, guys. I do enjoy difficult missions, I always say that, but in the end to fight against enemies who just are so heavily armored that they don't have the heavy armor attribute, but you can already see how long we are actually, how much damage we need to deal to take down the normal enemies. Although this here actually feels now like a real battle, since we have, if you take a look on the minimap, a little battle line, red and green dots. That is one thing I have to say feels actually quite nice. But what breaks actually a little bit our neck here are that we are surrounded by a couple of Baldrins and then all the rebel guardsmen in between. Being out of inoculators is not good as well. And you see our constructs are doing a measly amount of damage. Okay, that then is probably going to it. But guys, too bad. In the next one I am going to do it. I'll try to do it better in the next episode. But for now, you know it, guys. I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please, guys, give me a little thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day. Stay frosty. Bye.